Welcome to another episode of Believe in Falcons. I'm Ovie. We have Michael Turner here, your co-host. I'm trying some
Yeah.
new things out, trying this new little microphone thing. If y'all can hear me better, I'm using my phone because my laptop, as you can tell, me and Mike are amateurs. My laptop is from 2016, and the picture I've been told by certain fans, thank you for watching on YouTube and listening, that it's grainy and I need to get into the new ages. So I'm old, Mike. I'm 44. My son tells me I'm old every day. I got gray hair growing in. So I'm trying to update like the cool kids. We'll
Right.
see how it goes. But we took a week off. Are you feel rested? You get some time off,
Time
your
off.
own little bye week?
Yeah. I didn't go home, but I'm still on vacation right now, enjoying myself. Um, but yeah, things good. So I'm trying to recharge just like the Falcons should be this week.
It's a bye week. Hopefully you don't have a bye week hangover. The bye week is to get you refreshed, but losing the last two games is something that you never want to do. When you are a NFL player and you have a week to rest, it's so much easier to rest when you got, that winner's high. You
Yeah.
high five and you feeling good. You're like, you know what, we did it. We're on the upswing rather
Right.
than losing the next two games and then feeling like, gosh, now what? You don't even, like, the real players don't feel comfortable really resting because like I gotta watch this film, I gotta work out, I gotta rehab, I gotta train, I gotta tweak some things, I gotta self scout. I
Yeah.
mean, I feel bad for our guys. I don't know if they got any rest.
Right. Yeah, and that's important. That self scout. That's a good point because that's when you're trying to like get your little notebook to yourself and just like be critical of yourself because it's one thing to hear from the coaches, but it's another thing when you're honest with yourself
Yeah.
and saying what you really are, what you really feel about yourself out there being on the field. So at this point in time, you just got to reevaluate yourself and the team and see like which direction are we going to go in. So because we kind of fell off the last 2 weeks, so
Kind of fell off.
yeah,
Kind of fell off. Mike,
it's
we
been,
dropped off a cliff.
yeah,
Like I was
yeah,
talking so much trash, and I
yeah,
felt like we was the
yeah,
team to beat. I was saying
yeah.
playoffs,
Right,
playoffs. We
right,
go to the Super Bowl,
right,
and
right,
then reality came, and we had some injuries and things didn't go our way. But yeah, we fell off, and it was a painful fall off. Again, Denver game. I was at the Falcons Flyway.
yeah,
Blessed, honored, so excited to be out there with President Greg Beatles and all the muckety mucks and all the who's who of the Falcons franchise. And I was like, hopefully they don't watch the podcast because sometimes we say things that aren't nice. We're honest here. We got to be honest. Whether it's Finn over at 680 the fan or people over 929, we got to be honest.
yeah,
And honestly, the Saints game before was bad, and then the Broncos game was even worse. And
right,
it is rough because you felt like, you know what, we don't lose two games in a row. That was my mantra that we had when we played,
right.
and that I felt like this team had because they're vets. But we lost two games in a row. We lost them really bad, and we went to a bye week that I hope they found a way to get their zen and their peace and really relax because we need them to come back hard. We need them to come back, better than ever and to fix all the things that they did wrong. But before we get into that, Mike, what did you do on your bye week? I'll tell you about some bye week stories for me. When you had a bye week, the 3, 5, 8, 9 years you played, like
Yeah.
what did Mike Turner prioritize in his bye week?
I never traveled during the bye week.
Oh,
Maybe
you didn't?
one. I probably went home like visit my mom and stuff like probably my rookie year, my second year. I was behind LT and everybody, so
Ah,
I didn't really have to focus on coming back and being ready to play. So maybe the first 2 years. Yeah, definitely the first 2 years I went home because one year on the way back it was a California fire. So
ooh.
I was actually seeing it in the sky. But are we about to land? Are we big wildfire in California? So that was one year. So that was pretty wild. But yeah, but that's pretty much it though. But I'll stay around, get healthy, and that's about it.
Wow. But here are the Falcons when you were the man and you had to be the guy. Like
Right.
you didn't have any itches to go like to Puerto Rico or go to
No,
Caribbean or
no,
fix some yachts. Do
no.
anything crazy?
No. 2 of those years, I played with a torn groin, so I was in the training room most of the time. So I was at the facility the whole time, basically getting healthy, getting my body right, getting massages, everything. travel for me was coming after the season. I can wait. I know you was impatient. You like to go to Cancun or Tulum or wherever you want to go.
No. Now, I thought about it, but Mike, you have to understand, like you're the big time tailback. Even though I was the big time fullback with the Falcons, I was still the fullback, and they were looking for reasons. Like teams didn't even have fullbacks, so I was on thin ice even when I was like the man, and so I did not want to do anything to mess this up. I thought it was like a dream. Like my whole NFL career, I was like, any day I'm gonna get pinched and wake up. I was like, man. I'm still like 12 years old. Yeah, having no facial hair. I'm like, man, my dreams in the NFL was all just a dream. No, this is something to where we all know these guys. We had teammates that were going to Cancun, that were going to, Puerto Rico.
Bags packed, bags in the locker room, ready to go.
was gone as soon as we were done. They were gone. And I was like, yo, but aren't you afraid? What if like you get stuck out of the country? So I never took those chances. Like my parents are Nigerian. Every day of my life, they've told me how blessed I am to be in America, and like you don't mess up this opportunity. The opportunity to be in America, to play football, to get paid for it. No. So my bye weeks were usually like yours. It was just relaxing, trying to get my body right because fullback, tailback, running backs. It's a very, very difficult job and one that's physically taxing. So I'm just doing cold tub, hot tub, just enjoying not getting my body beat and enjoying just hanging out with the family because I don't get much time to do that. So my bye week was good. Hopefully they had a good bye week, but now it's time to get ready for the next game. The San Diego Superchargers, now the LA Chargers. I said San Diego because I still consider them San Diego. And that's our boy Lorenzo Neal's team. Your former team, LT's team. Low Neal going to hopefully hop on us with the reaction game. Hopefully we can brag about us winning because his Chargers are doing a lot better than I think we thought and he thought and probably they thought. No one expected them to be 7-4 right now. We were talking about the Falcons being the big dogs because we got Kirk Cousins and we got Judon and Simmons and all these great characters. We thought the Falcons were going to be where the Chargers are. And the Chargers are a team that we can't really, just go by and we'll just take care of them. We'll handle that. No, they're a playoff team that we're going to have a tough time beating.
Right. So like I said before the bye week, I was like, this game, we can't look past Denver and going into a bye because the Chargers, that's a tough game coming into Atlanta. So they're top 10, top 15 defense in every category. You know what I'm saying? The number one scoring defense in the league.
Which is crazy. I've seen Chargers game. I knew they were good. I didn't know they were that good.
Yeah. So they're a big defensive team and like to run the football. And that's something that's been a thorn in our side, stopping the run. Did we go over that over the bye week? You know what I'm saying? Filling those run gaps. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we got some guys coming back, healthy guys, ready to go because we're gonna need it, man. Because this is gonna be a tough football game. Jim Harbaugh does not play around. He's gonna have his team tough. That's one thing is gonna be a guarantee that his team's gonna be a tough physical team. So we better be ready this week.
Yeah, and one of the things that I think we really got to focus on is if you saw some of that game against my former team, the Ravens versus the Chargers, the running backs had their way. And for me, the number one scoring defense, the place where they are a little bit vulnerable is in the run game, the run defense. That's where our strength is, one of our strengths, having Bijan and Algiers. And in our last couple of losses, Tyler Algier didn't have a chance to show his stuff because Bijan was amazing. Even in our losses, Bijan was Bijaning. But both our running backs need to be in full effect against these Chargers because we need to keep the ball away from Justin Herbert. This guy is turning out to be one of the top 5-6 quarterbacks in the league. He's out there just slinging the ball and doesn't have the best wide receivers that that he's had in his career. They're good, but they're not you're not multiple Hall of Famers or multiple All-Pro, perennial All-Pro guys. There's some good guys, but Justin Herbert is playing out of his mind, and we need to keep the ball out of his hands. So if we can get Bijan, get Algier to do what they do, just like the Ravens did, and keep that ball going, we'll be in a better spot. But if we don't focus on the run, if we don't get our running backs the ball, we can do the screens and the stuff. But I'm like, let's hit them hard. Let's get back to old school football because Herbert having a chance to do what he does is a bad thing for us, I think.
Well, they've been addition by subtraction. Herbert's been throwing the ball less this year because Jim Harbaugh he likes to run the football, and so he's being more effective as a quarterback. Everything is not on Herbert. Yeah. So that's why he's been able to focus more, get the completions, like his completion percentages up, I believe, and like you say, keep the ball out of his hands. Jim probably saying keep the ball out of hands. You know what I'm saying? So he don't want our team, our offense on the field. So it's going to be interesting to see what coaching strategy is going to win out this week, because I think both teams are going to try to play keep away.
No, they will be playing keep away. That's a smart bet. And speaking of bet, this Thanksgiving holiday, why not head to the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting, BetOnline. From the earliest odds to in-game live betting, BetOnline provides you with constant real-time odds and action and the ability to watch the games as they happen. With the largest selection of odds on everything from football, NBA, and college basketball, NHL to UFC and boxing. Head to the website today to see why BetOnline is America's most trusted site for online wagering. BetOnline, the game starts here. So the game with the Falcons and these Chargers, I need to understand, how are we going to improve our game on defense, Michael Turner? Because we've been asking, pleading, begging, we've had fans write notes and letters in to have our defense play up to a certain level, and it hasn't happened. We have a notoriously bend but not break defense, but it's been breaking and breaking and breaking. And I get the whole keep everything in front of you, and we have great safeties, but I'm just tired of giving them the 5 yard, the 3 yard, the 7 yard. These quarterbacks are doing whatever they want in the short, medium range area. Bo Nix went off. Bo Nix is a rookie who had no business having that type of success against us, but it seemed like he was just picking us apart, just dinking and dunking all over the field. And again, I'm not a defensive specialist or guru or consultant, coach, anything. That's not my thing. I played against defenses. You played against defenses. Yeah. But what do we do on that side of the ball to try to find a way to get better? Because obviously what we did before wasn't working. Well,
this week is going to be all about heart. And it's going to be filling them run gaps, filling them in hard. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a physical ball game. Those chin straps better be buckled this week. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's going to be one of those games. I always hear the fans talking about the pass rush, improve the pass. We don't need it. The pass rush is going to be ineffective this week for sure, guaranteed. Because they're going to, line up 2 tight ends. You know what I'm saying? They're going to come with it. They're going to try to run the football down our throat. I know J.K. Dobbins is injured, but they're going to have the next man up. That don't mean Herbert's going to be out there slinging the ball like that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully not. But we can't focus on getting sacks. We need to focus on stuffing the run, because that's how we're going to win this football game.
I agree. Whether JK's out there or not, they're going to run the ball because that's what they've been doing. And that's great insight regarding Herbert is getting better, but he's getting better because he's doing less, because he can focus on just making the right passes and the smart passes, not trying to make all the passes, all the throws, and feel like it's all on him. I go back to all the time. The reason Matt Ryan had success when we first got there is because he didn't have to worry about being the guy. It wasn't like we have a pass game and no run game. I was like, hey, I'm here. There's a guy named Michael Turner, a guy named Ovie Haley. Together, we're pretty freaking awesome, and we run the ball pretty darn well. And he can just let us do our thing and then pick apart the defenses when the opportunity arose. So Herbert now has that opportunity. Our defense needs to figure out a way how to manage that, because it's going to be and I don't know how these guys do it, the run and the pass. Because some people say, hey, make it one-dimensional, shut down the run, or make it one-dimensional, shut down the pass. I feel like, why can't we do both? And we need to do both. We need to do everything we can. And we need to get back into, I don't know if we got cocky. I don't know if we got comfortable. But the turnovers, we used to create turnovers. You guaranteed an A.J. Terrell interception. You're guaranteed Jesse Bates punch out. He was, forget the guy's name, defensive player, was known for the punching out.
Peanut Tillman.
There you go. Yeah. The peanut punch. Yeah. So
he got me
so
one
good
time.
at it. I got afraid, again, as a fullback, rarely getting the ball. Whenever I got the ball, got around those defensive players, I was almost double-handed that thing, cradling it, because I knew they were like, oh, he's a fullback. He's going to drop the ball easily. So we got to make that happen to the other team. these turnovers have been the lifeblood of our defense. The bend but don't break and opportunistic defense is how we won all those games early on. We haven't seen the turnovers come in droves like we wanted them to. And we got to make sure every single part of our package that we can bring to the table that'll help us win, we're doing it at a high level.
That's all sort of stuff in the run, man. You force them to be in passing situations to get the opportunities to have a sack, opportunity to get an interception, tip ball, something like that, something crazy for us to get this crowd going, man. We at home. We at home off 2 tough losses. We gonna need that crowd energy this week for sure. And we got to show the fans something this week, because if we lose this week off the bye, we might lose some of that energy that we need to carry on through the rest of the season.
And Mike, we need that energy. It was electric. It was something that it felt good. I mean, this year has felt good. I mean, the reason why we're doing this podcast and we're smiling most of the times because we haven't been this good in a long time. We haven't had the chance to win games back to back like this, to have like this potential, like energy. People feel like before we had a Super Bowl caliber team. I feel like it's still in there. We just got to, shake off all the dust. And coming home and losing to a team like this, even though it's a very good team, it will crush some spirits. It will definitely crush the holiday spirit. Everyone's happy and feeling good.
Right. Oh yeah,
have an adult beverage or two coming to the game.
Right.
And it's just not. It ain't right to send those poor Falcons fans out with another L behind them, 3 in a row. That ain't good for them, for us, for the team, for anybody.
No, that'll be nasty. That'll be nasty. But maybe we need to go back to the way we used to do things offensively, like back like Matt Ryan era. Like, take it off Kirk Cousins. Let's go back to respecting the running back. That's the trend that's going on around in NFL right now. We're going slowly get it back to the run game. We got Josh Jacobs going off in Green Bay, Derrick Henry going off in Baltimore. Saquon Barkley is in MVP talks right now.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. So is the rise of the running back coming back, Ovie? What do you think?
Michael, yes, I'm biased. The answer is absolutely yes. The running back position is back. If you want to be honest with yourself. Now, there are people who make big money from devaluing the running back. I think it's actually part of the system. Like, it's the people. It's them. They don't want us to win because they're like, hey, if we got to start paying the Derrick Henrys and the Saquons and all these guys who are playing at a high level, then we can't trick the whole market to thinking we can undervalue running backs and get rid of fullbacks, because it's something to where the old school players know you have a strong run game and a good defense. You win championships. Defense wins championships, but so do strong run games. Because great quarterbacks, they're all over the place, but they get sacked. They don't have enough room. They're getting teed off on because the defensive end is like, they can't run the ball. We're going at them. So I think, especially Saquon, like I enjoy every single Giants recording of their Hard Knocks offseason version where they're talking about, we don't need Saquon. It's not a big deal. We'll keep Daniel Jones, who's not even on the team anymore. The fact that they chose Daniel Jones and said, you know what? No, Saquon is not a necessity for the team. It just shows how bad it's gotten regarding the thinking of running backs. So hopefully this year shows people that RBs are back.
We've just been disrespected as a group. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we get to actually do the most.
Running backs are the future. Hopefully they realize that, and if not, then that's trouble for them. But Mike, in wrapping this thing up about the Falcons and the Chargers coming up, you have any keys that we haven't discussed already to winning this game? Because they watch our podcast, the coaches and the GM, and they understand that we are some of the brightest minds in football, and we know how to help them win. So give them something, because Lorenzo Neal cannot come on this show and talk trash, because he will if they beat us. And I'd rather he didn't and they didn't, because we need a W.
We need a W. We got to be pissed off this week. We should be pissed off, but not so pissed off that you start playing terribly. You know what I'm saying? You have those games where you come in too hype, and you just run out. You start off fast, and you know what I'm saying, then fall flat towards the end. You know what I'm saying?
Been there.
We don't need one of those games. We need the ones games though. Just pure focus, one play at a time to right the ship. Because we're not going to get it all back at once. You know what I'm saying? Those 2 games are behind us. We got the bye week in between, so it really should be behind us. Everybody should be back focused. Like, okay, breathe, Musa, do some yoga, something, whatever they did during the break. You know what I'm saying? But like this week is focus week. Focus week. That's going to be the key to the game. Focus, man, and just go out there and play hard. Each play, one play at a time. It's going to be physical. Match their physicality. And then just dominate. You know what I'm saying? Just do what we do. Have Bijan run the ball. Go back to the RBs. Yes. Bijan, you know what I'm saying? And Tyler Algier. Let's go back to that combination. Respect the running back. It's coming back. So we better be on board.
I like it. My thing is I have a couple. Let's stay ahead of these gosh darn downs. Like as far as first down, second down, let's get something. We don't need like third and long every single time. We can't be getting sacked, and they have like the number 6 pass rush in the league, and so getting sacked might be a problem for us because we've been sacked. Let me see what I put in my notes. We've been sacked a whole bunch, actually. 13 of 40 in the last 3 games on third downs, how bad we are. We've given up 10 sacks in the last 3 games, and we just can't get behind the chains. It's something that if we do, we're putting ourselves in a harder position. But our O-line has to protect Kirko. Kirko has to get the ball out of his hands, and we need just some explosive plays. They don't just have to come from offense. Doesn't have to come from turnovers on defense.
Special teams.
Special teams is a thing. Yeah. Right? We haven't seen special teams make an appearance, except for in a negative way with my man Younghoe Koo missed some field goals. But we haven't seen a positive on the returns. Kickoff return, punt return. Somebody has to make a big play. I mean, you get like 20 yards. That's 2 first downs right there where you're saving the offense from having to move. Like our special teams needs to, and now's the best time ever to show up and show out and say, hey, we're here too. We exist. We're not just here to mess up, but we're here to actually add to the game. So I'm hoping, I'm betting that special teams shows up in a big way and helps transform this team into one that's more explosive. And speaking of transforming, Mike, before we leave, our other sponsor, Progressive Medical Center, progressivemedicalcenter.com. Dr. Agoli, big fan of mine. I'm a fan of his. He's a fan of mine. He helped me get from 325 to 245 in about like 6 months. And he can help that for you too. If you're watching, if you're listening, and you want better for yourself, you want to lose weight, you want to be healthier, you want to fix an ailment, they do everything. I focus on the weight loss because I was a big boy and I had several issues like heart health, everything. Mike, I mean, you never been fat. You got a little big, but I got fat. You know what's funny? I remember, Mike. I remember when we retired, we made a bet who was gonna get fat. I was like, man, Mike, you gonna be fat? He's like, nah, you gonna be fat. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna be fat. It was me, Mike. It was me.
320, yeah, that's big, man. I never been on 300 pounds. So
yeah, dude. And the worst part was that it happened so slowly that it just like I come to Falcons events and Abraham look at me like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. What's wrong?" You're like, "Yeah, okay, just checking. You good?" And like you guys were too dang nice. It took me going to Baltimore for them to really get in my ass and like really like tell me about myself. It was painful, but it was necessary. And that's why I went to Dr. Gold. I said, "Hell, whatever you got to do, I want to get rid of this. I want to get rid of everything." And he got me right. Everything from B12 to testosterone, Monjero, and you got this machine and that machine and consultation. But more, it was just those guys cared. They had follow-up. They were coaches for me. And if you want to go out there, get a consultation, and if you go crazy to actually move forward with any of his services, there's a dinner with myself and Michael Turner that you'll be entered into. So you want to grab dinner with me and Mike, and I'll throw in an extra one. You want to go work out with myself because I work out all the time trying to stay in shape. So Mike won't call me fat anymore. We can grab a workout, grab a run. Mike does hiking too. We can go hiking with Mike. So ProgressiveMedicalCenter.com, my people, my boys, Dr. Goli got me right, got my family right, because I'm going to post, I keep on saying it, but I don't do it. I'm going to do it for real. I'm going to post my whole family, because after I lost almost 100 pounds, I brought my sister there, my older sister, younger brother.
Okay. Those
transformations are amazing. My brother has lost like 60 pounds. My sister lost 50 pounds. My other sister lost like 40 pounds. It's crazy. Okay. So I'm just saying, like, if you want better for yourself, you got to actually do something. So check them out. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing who all signs up and join us on this journey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they can go hiking with me. If y'all work out with Ovie, I'll just be recording. I want to be out.
Mike, do you even work out? Because like you're at a point now where you just like stay the same size. You just hike, right? That's it.
Yeah, I just walk around, man. I don't have no urge to lift any weights, man.
No, I agree with you. I have very little urge. Like I do hot yoga and I do Orange Theory Fitness. That's it. Like I don't have like I can't squat. Like those guys who go into, I see them and I'm impressed. Like they're squatting like 3-4, plates and they're benching, 3-4 plates. I'm like, why? Why? I get it. Aesthetically, you want to look a certain thing and a big old barrel chest. Like I'm just like, right. I just want to feel good and look good. Like that's me. But God bless those guys. We can go do a light workout. We can do
we
want to engage with our fans. We appreciate you guys following us, supporting us, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Keep on doing it. Believe in Falcons. It's what we got to do because they need us to believe in them. So y'all believe in us. We believe in them. We're gonna be all right.
This is a critical week, man. Critical week. Believe in Falcons.
All right, let's go.